occupancy goes down. So nightly rate jumps, revenue jumps, but occupancy dips to 35, 48, and 55. So occupancy goes down by 4 or 5% from 5 to 6, but the income potential, the revenue potential goes up by $15,000 to $40,000, depending on what percentile you follow. Welcome back to the STR Investing Podcast. It's your co-host Mark Lumpkin, and today in the Monday Morning Market Data Report, I'm breaking down none other than Panama City Beach, Florida. Just on the beautiful Emerald Coast, about an hour and a half away from where I live. I was actually just out in Panama City Beach just about a week ago, reviewing some properties, looking at some projects, and just checking out the STR market out there. So it's fresh on my mind. I'm excited to break this down for you guys today. Bear with me, I'm a little bit sick, but I'm gonna crank through this because I know everyone's enjoyed these short 10-minute Monday market data reports, and Panama City is a great market people love to look at and love to invest in. So let's break down the data. Starting with the 3 bedrooms. Annual revenue, if you're in the 50th percentile, is $38,000. If you're in the 75th percentile, it's $56,000, and if you're in the 90th percentile, you can earn as much as about $75,000 a year on a 3-bedroom if you do it well and you've got a great performing property. Those average daily rates are starting at $308. When you're in the 75th percentile, they bump to $375, and when you're in those top performing 90th percentile homes, you can get as high as about $450 a night. Occupancy, 44%, 57%, and 67%. So we see a pretty big bump in the nightly rate, and then the occupancy rate goes up almost a little more than 20% from those average properties to the top performers in the 3-bedroom category. As soon as you go to a 4-bedroom, like we see in most markets, you see a decent jump. We go from $38,000 in the 50th percentile for 3 bedrooms all the way up to $64,000, which is one of the most drastic changes that I've seen. When you look at the average, you're earning $26,000 more by buying a 4 over a 3 in annual revenue per year. That's crazy. Most markets, it's like a $10,000 bump, but in Panama City, $24,000 bump, $26,000 bump. That's crazy. And then you go to the 75th percentile, you can earn up to $83,000, and in the 90th percentile, you can earn up to $106,000. The jump in 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom is drastic in Panama City Beach, Florida, so definitely target those larger properties. Average daily rate, 50th percentile puts you at $456, 75th percentile puts you at $554, and 90th percentile puts you at $652. So we see a decent jump in average daily rate from 3 to 4 again, and then we see it climb depending on what percentile you find yourself in. Occupancy is kind of similar. We see you're at 48% in the 50th percentile, 57% occupancy in the 75th percentile, and 65% occupancy in the 90th percentile. So occupancy rate stays about the same, but the nightly rate drastically jumps when you jump from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom. So definitely consider targeting those larger properties. That trend continues. Once we go from a 4 to a 5, we see another $20,000 a year jump from the 50th percentile, from $64,000 on average to $84,000 on a 5-bedroom. So you go from a 3 to a 5, and you have almost a $50,000 increase in average revenue for the 50th percentile properties, guys. That's crazy. That's the biggest jump I've seen in any market after reviewing all this data. In those 5 bedrooms, when you're at 75th percentile, you're 105 in revenue, and those top performing 5 bedrooms can earn as much as $133,000. That's really where you start making some cheddar cheese on these things. Average daily rate, 50th percentile, $660, 75th percentile, $783, and 90th percentile, $933. So our average daily rate goes up by almost $200 a night for most 5 bedrooms over the 4 bedrooms. Occupancy actually goes down a little bit. So the 5 bedrooms are occupied at a rate of 48, 57, and 65. And the 5 bedrooms are occupied at a rate of 42, 53, and 61. So occupancy dips on 5 bedrooms, but the nightly rate is a huge up and the average revenue is a huge up as well. So there you go. Deal with less people, make more money from a 5 bedroom to a 4 bedroom. I love it. And then those 6 bedrooms, the big daddies. On the 50th percentile, you're earning $97,000 on average. At the 75th percentile, you're earning $135,000. And in the 90th percentile, you're earning $189,000. Daily rate, 50th percentile puts you at $927. 75th percentile puts you at $1,142. And the 90th percentile, the top performing biggest properties in Panama City Beach, are demanding about $1,200, a little over $1,200 a night. Once again, same thing. Occupancy goes down. So nightly rate jumps, revenue jumps, but occupancy dips to 35, 48, and 55. So occupancy goes down by 4 or 5% from 5 to 6, but the income potential, the revenue potential goes up by $15,000 to $40,000, depending on what percentile you fall in. So there's the trend, guys. 3 bedrooms, Panama City Beach, not great. 4 bedrooms, big jump. 5 bedrooms, even bigger jump. And 6 bedrooms, crazy revenue potential. So if you're interested in the beautiful Emerald Coast, that's the data provided to us by Summer OS. Just want to thank them. They're not a sponsor. They don't give us any money, but they give us some great data. We love to bring it to you guys. And I'll catch you next Monday. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you check out this Friday's special guest. Crazy short-term rental story, great experience in the industry. And like always, we're trying to bring you guys value. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. And thanks for tuning in.